All right, AP review. So numbers 1 through 4, we are just simplifying the expression. So we'll start with number 1, okay? First thing we always do, no matter what type of problem it is, we need a common denominator, because again, we're adding or subtracting. What's our common denominator on number 1? 6. And they're both already 6, right? They're the exact same. So do I need to do anything? No, I just need to keep that denominator. So it's going to be 6. Am I adding or subtracting? Subtract across the top. 2x minus x. X, 1x or x. X over 6. That won't simplify, and we're good to go. Since these are just simplifying problems, we don't have to check for extraneous solutions. So we're done. Number 2. Okay, are those the same denominator? No, they are not. What are they? Binomials. Are they the same? So I need to have both of them, right? I need both. So my common denominator is going to be x plus 3x minus 2 for both. To get from x plus 3 to this denominator, what do I need to multiply by? Just the x minus 2. So that's what I'm doing up top as well. So I go ahead and I distribute that out. What do I get? 2x minus 4. Good. Next one, to get from this to this. Just x plus 3, right? Good. So I multiply 1 times x plus 3. 1x plus 3. Good. Now do I have the same denominator? Cool, I'm going to keep it, okay? Because that's what we do when we're simplifying. We keep that denominator. And now I'm adding or subtracting across the top. Adding, what do you get? 3x minus 1. Can that be factored? No. Is it the same as any of the binomials in the denominator? No, so we're done. That's it. That's it. Don't overthink it. Questions on that? Cool. Number 3, are those the same denominator? No. What's the denominator going to be? Yeah, so we got a monomial, right, which is 4, and we have a binomial. We need both. They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. They're never going to be, okay? 4 times x minus 3. Whoa, what am I doing? There we go. 4 times x minus 3 is going to be that denominator. So I'm going to write it twice. Cool. To get from 4 to this, what do I need to multiply by? Just the x minus 3. What's negative 5 times x minus 3? Negative plus 15. Cool. Negative 5x plus 15. I like it. Next one, to get from x minus 3 to 4x minus 3. Multiply by 4. What is 2x times 4? Cool. Now what? Add them. Do I add the denominators too? No. What do I do with those? Leave it alone. But I can add across the top, and what do I get? 3x plus 15. Cool. I will take this answer. That's perfectly fine with me. There's one more thing you could have done. Tried to simplify more. The bottom's not going to simplify, but will the top?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Divide by 3.
You can pull out a 3, right? And you get x plus 5 over 4 times x minus 3. Those are the same thing. You still can't simplify it from there. 3 over 4 won't simplify. And x plus 5x minus 3 are not the same thing. So either one I will take. They both are the same to me. Okay? Questions on that? Cool. Number 4. What are we doing here? Very similar to number 3. Yep, 3x times 2x. I don't know why I did parentheses. Okay, 3x times 2x plus 8. Cool. We need both, right? Because again, we're simplifying, so we are keeping a denominator. We are finding a common denominator. Cool. First one, what do I need to multiply that 1 by? 1 times 2x plus 8, which is? Cool. And second one, what am I multiplying the 5 by? What is 5 times 3x? 15x. Okay, but that is a positive or negative 15x? Make sure you see that, okay? So if you need to make this positive and make this negative over here just so you see that, that's fine. If you didn't do that, just make sure when you added across or subtracted across that you made sure that that negative 15 was negative, okay? So 2x plus 8 plus a negative 15x is going to be what? Negative 13x plus 8 over 3x times 2x minus 8. Can I simplify anything else? No, absolutely not. Nothing is the same. Nothing will simplify. Yes, TJ. Wait till we're done. We're almost done. Any questions on that? No. Okay. So that's simplifying. Not too bad, okay? Again, find the common denominator, multiply by what it's missing, and then add or subtract across. Yes. Not right now. Wait till we're done. Okay. Halfway through the first page. Number 5. These are equations. It says solve the equation and then be sure to check and cross off extraneous solutions. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, when we have an equation, we want to, again, look at the denominators, 7 and 14. What will they both go into? 14. That's my common denominator, okay? But since this is an equation, I don't have to keep the common denominator, right? I just distribute it. I'm going to write it up here, and it's going to go to both equations. When I do this, I multiply the tops, and I keep the bottom. So 14 times x is 14x over 7 equals 14 over 14, you got it. 14 times 1 is 14 over 14. Yep, now we simplify. We start with the left. 14x over 7, what will that become? 2x, good. 14 over 7 is 2, keep the x. 14 over 14, be careful. It's 1, yes, not 0, right? Anything divided by itself is 1. It is not 0, so don't put 0. Okay, last but not least, 2x equals 1. Divide by 2, so my answer is 1/2. Cool. That's it. I would check for extraneous solutions, but I don't have a variable in my denominator, so I have nothing to plug in. So that's it. Number 6, same thing. This time I do have a variable in my denominator, though. What's the common denominator going to be? 8x. You got it. What are we doing with it? Yep, multiplying, distributing it. So 8x times 3. 24x over 4x equals 8x over 8. Cool. On the left, 24x over 4x. What's that going to do? It's going to become 6. And on the right, just 1x, right? So my answer is just, x equals 6. If I go plug that 6 back in for x, that gives me a denominator of 24. Is that 0? Is 24 0? Are they the same number? No. So we're good. This works. Okay, number 7. Common denominator, what do we think? 4x squared. How do we get 4x squared? Yeah, they all go into 4, and x squared is the biggest variable. All of those will go into x squared, so good. Perfect. 4x squared going once, twice, 3 times. Here we go. First one, what do I write? Over. Perfect. Minus. Equals. Perfect. Any questions on how we did that? Okay, first one, 4x squared over 2x squared. The x squareds cancel out. What's 4 divided by 2? Cool. Minus 1. How do we get 1? Yeah, those whole things cancel out. Again, anything divided by itself is 1. It is not 0. So do not put 0. And last but not least, careful, yep, it is x. The 4's cancel. X squared over x, we subtract those exponents. 2 minus 1 is just x to the first. So my answer for this one, x is going to equal 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. If I go plug 1 back in, 2 times 1 squared is 2. 4 times 1 squared is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. None of those are 0, so I'm good, right? Cool. Questions on that? Okay. Number 8. X squared. Good. Biggest variable. Now what? Yep. 1, 2, 3 times. First one equals minus, what'd you say? X squared over x. Perfect. First one, what's happening there? Just 5x. X squared over x is still going to be x. Yep, so there's still a variable there. 3x squared over x squared. Just 3. Good. And then x squared over x. Minus x. Cool. Okay. Almost done. What do I need to do here? Add the x over. Yep. Combine like terms. So we get 6x equals 3. Divide by 6. Good. X equals what? 1/2. Don't put 2. 3 divided by 6 is 1/2. It is not 2. Be really careful. A lot of us, especially on that last test, we got to like the final step, and then we messed up on like a 1-step equation. So don't do that. Okay? Be really careful. If you're going to do all that work, get all the hard stuff right. Don't get the small stuff wrong. Any questions on that? Cool. Lastly, 2 problems and we're done. Number 9. Common denominator. Well, first off, I only see 2 denominators, but I have 3 terms. What'd you say? The 5's over 1. Perfect. Make sure you do that. Make sure you see it does have a denominator even though it's not written. Okay, it's a 1 if it's a whole number. Good. So now, what will all of those denominators go into? 2x, good. 1 and 2 both go into 2. X and x both go into x. Now we are doing what? Distribute. Okay, be careful on this. Okay, we only multiply the monomial terms together right now. The monomial terms being multiplied by a binomial, just write them together, okay? Don't distribute yet, because we don't want to do more work than we have to. So what I mean by that, this is just 2x times x plus 20 over 2x. Minus, well now I can do 2x times 1. What's that? 2x over x. And I can do 2x times 5. And what's that? 10x over 1. Okay, cool. So, here on this first term, we're going to see something that happens. What happens here? These cancel. Okay, if I would have distributed that 2x to the x plus 20 just in that first step, I would have not seen that. Okay, and I would have ended up having to do a lot more work. So make sure you're writing out every step and you're not going too fast. Okay, so we're left with just x plus 20. Perfect. Negative 2x over x. What's happening there? It's just negative 2 and 10x over 1. 10x. Good. Now what? Yep, 20 minus 2 is 18, so x plus 18 equals 10x. Subtract the x. So 18 equals 9x, because 10x minus 1x is 9x. Divide by, what's 18 divided by 9? 2. Cool. And if I go plug that back in, I would get a denominator of 4, a denominator of 2, and then 1. None of those are 0, so I'm golden. That one works. Any questions on that? Are you sure? There's no questions. Yeah. We're feeling good? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to finish this up. I only see 2 denominators. What's the one I'm missing? The x over 1. Good. What's my common denominator going to be? X plus 3. Yep, multiply all of them. Okay, we are distributing this out 3 times, okay? First one, binomial times monomial. We're just writing them together and keeping their denominator. Next one, same thing, minus 3 times x plus 3 over x plus 3 equals x times x plus 3 over x plus 3. First term, is anything going to cancel? No, so I can go ahead and distribute these out. I'd get x plus, cool. Next one, is anything going to cancel out? And I'm just left with equals just x. Good. Now I've got to get everything on one side, because again, I notice I have an x squared, so this is a factoring one. So minus the 1x, good. So we get x squared plus 2x equals x method. What goes on top? Bottom. 2 things that multiply, negative 3 add to 2. 3 and negative 1. Perfect. So my 2 factors are x plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Set them both equal to 0, and you get x equals negative 3 and positive 1. Those are my 2 answers. But hold up. Go plug both of them back in individually. Can negative 3 work? Why? Why will that not work? What's negative 3 plus 3? It's 0. That doesn't work. Does 1 work? Yes, so this one technically does have a solution. Don't put no solution, because there's still one left that works. Okay? All right.